All right, thanks a lot, everyone. Thank you for your patience. This is the Matchday -1 press conference for this Leagues Cup 2024 match between Orlando City and FC Montreal tomorrow night, 8 p.m., Inter & Co Stadium in Orlando. We are joined this morning by Coach Oscar Pareja and Rodrigo Schlegel from Orlando City. And without further ado, let's get to the questions right here, Orlando City.
Oscar, just to start off, obviously last year was the first iteration of Leagues Cup full Leagues Cup iteration for you guys to be able to play against Houston, and that went to penalties, obviously. What are you kind of expecting from this go-around?
First, we are very excited to participate in this tournament, and last year I thought it was a successful one. And the experience that we had with playing the two leagues, it was good. As you mentioned, we played against Houston and Santos, which is one of the best teams in Mexico, and the experience was good. So overall, we are preparing and respecting the tournament as much as we can, and everybody, as I say, we're excited to be part of.
Profe, te quería preguntar, obviamente el campeonato regular se ha estado pausando para este torneo que va a ser un mes, y bueno, sí, el equipo logra llegar a la final, pero te quería preguntar sobre el hecho cómo se encara este tipo de torneo. Últimamente están en buena forma en el campeonato regular. Bueno, ¿cómo se encara un campeonato? Tienen que pasar básicamente lo que están haciendo para hacer otra cosa, pero para llegar de nuevo al campeonato regular en la búsqueda también de los playoffs.
Sí, bueno, creo que tenemos una responsabilidad siempre que competimos. Este grupo es un grupo competitivo. Desde que llegamos a Orlando, ningún jugador ni ningún entrenador ha tomado ningún torneo de una manera casual. Ni hemos tampoco dado relevancias a ningún torneo. Creo que nuestro instinto es competir bien, avanzar en nuestras fases, y afortunadamente hemos competido muy bien en todos los torneos que hemos jugado, y seguramente que este no va a ser la excepción. Sabemos la responsabilidad que tenemos con la liga y con nuestro momento, que venimos jugando bien. Lo que vamos a hacer es preparar un grupo, como siempre. En algunos cambios habrán, porque pues tenemos también un roster amplio, pero con la seriedad y la competitividad que nos caracteriza.
So I'll just quickly translate. The question was about how the Leagues Cup tournament fits into the scheme of planning for the season, given the playoff race and the necessity to also concentrate on the regular season. And the coach answers that we have a competitive group. We've always competed well in all the tournaments here in Orlando since we arrived. The idea has been to compete well. None of our players take a casual approach to anything that we do. They're all very serious in terms of confronting, in terms of each tournament that they take on, and they compete well. Our goal here is to advance, as it is with all tournaments that we compete in without exception. We are playing very well right now. It's a good moment for us, so it's a good moment to take advantage of. Of course, there will be some changes in the team. It's normal for a long season, and that's something that will show in the Leagues Cup tournament. But essentially, we have a big roster, and we tend to also take advantage of that and try to do as well as we can, obviously, with this commitment that we have to the Leagues Cup.
Oscar, looking at Montreal, your first opponent in this Leagues Cup, you've obviously played them already this season. What are you kind of expecting from them in this tournament?
I would say the same. A group that we already faced them twice, and I don't have any doubt that they would like to compete as well in this tournament with the same responsibility, and we're expecting a high level game. like always, and especially against Montreal. As I say, we played them twice already.
Pregunta para Rodri. Bueno, ya este equipo ya está acostumbrado en jugar estos tipos de torneos. Jugaron el año pasado y se vio un poco de la fibra que trae estos tipos de partidos, especialmente cuando se juegan contra equipos mexicanos, ¿no? Quería preguntarte sobre tus expectativas de este torneo. Obviamente, las ganas de ir lejos en este torneo y el hecho que van a jugar no solamente contra equipos de Canadá, pero también contra equipos de México también.
Bueno, es un torneo internacional, estamos muy contentos de volver a competir internacionalmente. Creo que este equipo y todo este grupo se ha acostumbrado a jugar torneos internacionales y torneos importantes, y bueno, esto estamos planteando un objetivo muy claro, que es jugar los 7 partidos del torneo para llegar a la final, y nada, con mucha seriedad, con mucho trabajo, como lo hacemos, como dijo el profe, en cada torneo que nos toca competir, y contentos de tener esta posibilidad de jugar con todos los equipos de México y obviamente también con todos los equipos de la MLS.
So the question is about taking on Mexican teams as part of the tournament in an international format, and the answer is yes. We're happy to compete. We're happy to have this chance to compete also against Mexican teams on the international level. It's a group that's used to playing on the international level, used to this kind of tournament. It's something we've done, and the objective, as always, is to play the 7 matches of the tournament to make it to the final. We'll work hard and with seriousness to make sure that that happens, and we're happy for the opportunity to play in these international matches.
Oscar, with the roster coming out for your team, you have a couple of OCB players. Just having them integrating with the team and having them have the opportunity to possibly play in this Leagues Cup, how important is it for the growth of a player like Colin Guskey or Yutaro Sukata to be able to have these opportunities?
It is really important. For us, it's a way as well to include some of these players that are normally playing in OCB, but regularly they train with us in the sections, and some of them have competed during the year. So now that we have this opportunity to extend the roster, we'll do it with the confidence that these guys are ready to compete, and hopefully we can give them an opportunity as well to be part of the tournament.
Profe, te quería preguntar sobre, se han visto muchos grupos de hinchas, no solamente aquí en Orlando, pero en toda la liga, donde han demostrado protestas sobre este torneo por razones de la Copa Doméstica que se reformó, si se puede decir, ¿verdad? ¿Qué se puede decir a esos hinchas que, están diciendo que no van a venir a ver van a apoyar el equipo, pero no van a apoyar este campeonato? ¿Qué se puede decir a ese grupo de hinchas que están en ese tipo de estancia ahora mismo?
Bueno, siempre de parte de los futbolistas nuestros y los técnicos vamos a tener un gran respeto por los hinchas que indudablemente nos han apoyado constantemente, que en los momentos difíciles nunca abandonaron y que siempre los hemos visto al lado del equipo, y siempre tenemos mucho respeto por ellos y por sus opiniones, por lo que sienten. A nosotros nos corresponde como jugadores y entrenadores simplemente responder a nuestro trabajo y a nuestra obligación de competir por los hinchas, así vengan o no, y lo vamos a hacer con el mismo entusiasmo y con la misma responsabilidad. Sería lindo verlos, pero también queremos que ellos sepan que nuestros futbolistas los respetan mucho a los hinchas y los valoran mucho. Lo que ellos piensen es importante.
So the question is about the fan attendance and interest in the Leagues Cup. What does the coach expect in terms of their ability to show up tomorrow? And the coach responds that the fans are an integral part of what we do as players and coaches. We respect them deeply. We count on the support that they show. We support them. They've always been here for us in Orlando. For us as players and coaches, our job is to compete for them, to always approach the matches with seriousness and respect and enthusiasm. And it'll be great to see the fans. We want them to show up and support us, and we also want them to know that we respect and appreciate them.
Roger, just for you and your current form within the team, playing well and getting a lot of games, how important is it for not just for you but for the rest of the team to keep the momentum that you guys have had over the course of the last couple weeks and last month or so heading into this Leagues Cup?
Sí, creo que a nivel individual todos hemos levantado el nivel de cómo habíamos empezado el año, y eso se notó en los últimos partidos, con los últimos resultados, y eso es muy importante para todos nosotros, para todo el grupo, para afrontar esta nueva Copa. Ojalá que podamos mantener ese nivel de juego, esa concentración que tuvimos en esos últimos partidos, y como equipo poder ganar primero los 2 partidos de grupo y poder seguir avanzando en esta Copa.
So everyone has picked up their level in terms of their performance on the field in the last games, and the results have shown that. That's important for us, and it's important for us with this cup in front of us to be able to continue that, progress, and also to make sure that we're maintaining our level throughout the group games. We want to win the 2 group games is our goal, and then to be able to advance match by match through the knockout rounds.
Oscar, I wanted to ask you, the team is right now in good form, 5 games unbeaten. You guys definitely turned the season around, if we can say that. How do you kind of go into this Leagues Cup and try to carry that momentum that you guys are currently on right now?
Well, just give the importance to the competition as it deserves, and the enthusiasm and the confidence on the boys that the boys have at the moment is continue with it. They know that when the things are not working well, our ask for them is work, try to be better on the training ground and solve the problems by just doing what we are and what we know what to do. And now that the things are doing so well, nothing changed. We need to keep working. We need to keep improving and keep that responsibility. That's the encouragement that we have with the group.
Guys, we do have one question online. I'll take that, and then I think we would have time for probably one more here or 2 more here in the room. So Orlando Castellon. Orlando, you should be able to ask your question now. Orlando, are you there? Go ahead. Sí. Adelante.
Muy buen día para todos. Rodrigo, que está en el servicio informativo en deportes acá en la Ciudad de México. Una pregunta para el jugador y una para Oscar. Empiezo con el jugador. ¿Qué tan importante es para ustedes mañana tener un buen resultado en el primer partido? Porque esa es la parte medular de este torneo, que pega primero pues puede tener más posibilidades de avanzar a la siguiente ronda, y qué tan difícil va a ser ese encuentro. Y para el profe Oscar, profe, ¿qué tan importante es este torneo de Leagues Cup? Es la segunda o tercera edición que se lleva, pero muchos se han quejado en cuestión de que separa la liga tanto de la MLS como la de la MX, y que les está afectando más allá en cuestión de cómo van jugando, y que van ustedes más allá ya casi de terminar el torneo y entrar a los playoffs. Si es benéfico que cambiara este torneo de una manera positiva para que no se les afecten sus calendarios tanto a ambas ligas. Gracias.
Bueno, es muy importante arrancar con una victoria mañana, eso lo sabe todo el grupo, porque obviamente te da ese primer partido, les da la obligación en el segundo a los otros 2 equipos de sumar puntos, pero Me parece que cada partido de esta instancia es difícil porque obviamente tanto la MLS como la Liga de México tiene grandes clubes, grandes jugadores y cada partido va a ser como una final porque estos partidos o estos torneos internacionales se juegan así, con mucha intensidad, con mucho roce seguramente, pero estamos preparados para eso y para hacer un gran partido mañana.
Adelante,
Sí.
Rodrigo, I'll go ahead and translate that one, and then we'll go to his second question. So the question was, how important is the first match, winning the first match of the club? The player says it's important to win tomorrow. It obligates the other two clubs in the second match to play for a result. We know that every match is hard in these tournaments. Both MLS and Liga MX have very good teams, very good players on them. And we know that it'll be intense. It's going to be a very intense match, probably very well disputed. But we know that it's important for us, and we want to make sure to get the 3 points tomorrow to put us in position to advance in the international tournament. Profe, you need me to repeat the question, or you got it?
Bueno, muy buena pregunta porque nos da la oportunidad desde el punto de vista nuestro como jugadores y entrenadores acerca del torneo. No creo que sean los tiempos perfectos, pero creo que las intenciones de nuestras ligas, tanto la MLS como la Liga MX, de poder combinar y de competir, son los propósitos correctos. Yo creo que a medida que vayan pasando las competencias, se van a ir regulando mejores momentos para poder hacer el torneo, que si yo tendría que escoger, prefiero jugarlo a no jugarlo. Así que como en la misma Conca Champions, donde a nosotros nos toma el torneo con muy pocos partidos y a veces con ninguno, y la Liga Mexicana ya ha avanzado 6-7 fechas y están en un mejor ritmo. Lo único que tenemos que hacer es entender que poco a poco van a ir organizándose bien, pero repito, la intención de las ligas es buena y este intercambio deportivo, este intercambio de competencia a mí me parece muy bueno.
So the question is about the challenge in fitting in Leagues Cup amongst the schedule for the players and the coaches at this time of year, and some of the complaints about that. And the coach responds that from the point of view of the coaches and the players, it can be challenging. The timing is a challenge, but the intention of the tournament is clearly a good one, of combining the leagues and competing amongst the two leagues. It's the correct thing to do. It's the correct intention. And it's definitely something that the players and coaches look at as a challenge that they want to take. As it progresses, we can be sure that things get worked out and the better timing or improved timing can be found if it exists. But if you ask me if I prefer to play or not, I prefer to play the matches. Certainly we want to compete at this level. It's similar in ways to the CONCACAF Champions League in some ways. In those matches, for example, sometimes we have to play with only one match of preparation or no matches at all before the season starts, whereas the Liga MX is in full swing and their teams are ready to play. So that's difficult. But certainly on the net, the intention of the Cup and the competition between the two leagues is with good intention and something that we're interested in taking part in. Yeah, one more for each.
This is for both of you. For this tournament, having the opportunity to not only potentially win a trophy, but also another chance to qualify for the Champions Cup. How important is that to have another opportunity like this to make another tournament and to win another trophy?
The group is very competitive this week. The boys were talking about okay, let's see what is the road to win it, and that for me is an honor. They want to compete and look for the best result, and as you say, the prize is very good too. We want to be back in the cup and the international cup, and so as we say earlier, we're proud to represent Orlando in this international competition with no other objective that win it.
Sí, un poco de lo mismo que dice el profe. Es muy importante seguir compitiendo y llevar a Orlando ahí a esas competencias internacionales. Y para eso estamos acá, para jugar cosas importantes, finales y copas internacionales como es la Conca Champions, que necesita clasificar. Así que eso es una linda oportunidad, ganar el torneo para clasificar a la Conca Champions del año que viene.
So the player agrees with the coach. The answer is the same as the coach. It's important to keep competing at this level. That's what we're here for. We're here to compete and to win trophies, especially in an international cup like this one. So it's a good opportunity, similar to the CONCACAF Champions League, and another opportunity in that regard to qualify for more international tournaments.
La última para el profe. Iván Angulo va a estar afuera por suspensión. Bueno, el reto, bueno, no sé si reto, pero la responsabilidad para que tenga un 11 ya bien fuerte mañana y cómo están los jugadores listos para recibir esa llamada y si les llega la oportunidad para jugar en ese puesto de Iván y obviamente los otros puestos en el campo también.
Sí, el tema de Iván sí que está suspendido. De resto, yo lo único que veo dentro del grupo es ganas de jugar. A veces se hace difícil hacer un 11 porque están todos con las mismas ganas de competir y eso nos hace sentir muy orgullosos. No escogen partidos, no escogen momentos, no escogen torneos. Ese grupo quiere competir y a veces es más difícil, pero es mucho mejor saber que el Orlando City tiene un grupo competitivo.
So the question is, with specifically Angulo or other players that might be out for tomorrow or suspended, how do you put together your first 11 and how do the players feel about participating in the tournament? And the answer is, amongst the players, everyone feels ready to play. Sometimes you need to replace a player or two. It's normal. For players, it's not a question of choosing a moment or choosing a game. It's a matter of performing when they're on the field, and the group will be ready to go tomorrow. Thank you very much, Coach.